Welcome back to You Loving Life. I'm Michelle with your spiritual quote of the day. And thank you for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate your support on this channel. So it is. The imagination is the God spark within you. The only gift of God that we can rightly lay claim to in the physical body is the gift of imagination. If you learn how to use the full powers of the imagination and direct them toward the spiritual exercises, then you will be able to find ways around the blocks set up by the mind. Harold Klemp. Okay, well that reminds me of when, we're kids and we're playing with dolls or cars or whatever you played with. It was a really immersive experience. And it's so true that when you imagine something, you have an easier way of creating it. Do you remember the SpongeBob and Patrick Star episode where they sat in the box? And how many of us didn't grab the boxes that our parents had, after they opened a present? We wanted the box sometimes more because, you could use it and just have your imagination flow. But what he's saying here is, yes, we can use our imagination for anything, but he said specifically, using it for the spiritual exercises is what's going to really up-level us and help us to grow in a spiritual way. So when you're doing a spiritual exercise, if you're choosing to do one where you're imagining, let's say you're opening a door to a higher dimension, realm, or heaven, and you're having trouble doing that, you can just use your imagination. You kind of fake it till you make it. So the first several times you might not actually, some people might not be able to see it, and that's okay. Others might be able to see it a little bit, and others might just be fully immersed immediately. But the point is that keep using your imagination, and that tool will really grow your muscles stronger. And then eventually you'll do the spiritual exercise and you'll be, boom, right there. And you'll have a really supreme spiritual experience, which brings you closer to God and more wisdom and love. And so again, what he's saying is that the imagination is a gift that we all have. We just need to use it and see what happens, and really sparks will fly, like good things will come if you utilize your imagination for good. Okay, so we can use it for both, either good or bad. So don't let your imagination go off in a negative direction. Bring it back to the positive, and specifically the spiritual exercises. Lots of love.